Welcome. We're a small group, but we're mighty, and we're also live streaming it, so people knew they didn't have to get out. But I thank all of you who did come out on this cold night to be here in person. We really appreciate that. I'm Delight Davis, and this is my husband, Johnny Ricker, and my son, Roan Ricker, and our friend Akaya, Roan's beloved, back on the door. And I'd like to remind myself and everyone else to turn off our cell phones, because nothing's worse during a meditation than a cell phone going off. So this is your time. For the next hour and a little bit, try to be right here, right now. This is a time to tend to yourself. This night is a gift to you from us and from you to you, because you made the effort to come and to honor and grieve a loss and to lift the heart and spirit. And we can't promise you joy tonight, but it's our goal to make you feel connected, loved, and nourished. And tears are very welcome here. So I'm going to nerd out on you just a little bit. As we cry, our bodies detox. It rids us of stress hormones, and it brings in the hormones that are like feel-good hormones like oxytocin and those endorphins. And that's why it feels so good after we have a long cry. So I highly recommend a bath and a good cry if you're having trouble, if you're struggling. So these endorphins also release any emotional and physical pain, which is pretty significant if you think about that. The body has this built-in way to do that. We have to feel to heal. That's just an absolute. And in that vein, there's Kleenex. There's Kleenex on the end of each of these middle aisles, and there's Kleenex in the corners on the windows there. So up front here, this red table is a memory table. If you have a photo of your loved one that you brought and you want to put it on the table, or if you want to just come up and light a candle, you can do so during this first psalm. You can just come forward, and Akaya is going to be here to help if anyone needs help getting them lit. And I'm going to turn it over to Johnny and let him introduce the next song.
All right. This is a song we've played many times. It's one of our own tunes. It's an original, and it's a song about loneliness, really, about being alone and trying to stay one step ahead of it. The name of the tune is Outrun This Rain, and that's kind of what it's about. Sad story, just to wash the last one down. There's a full moon on my back, driving me into the ground. Make a wish, blow out the lights. You can never, never go back. Well, I'm running in the dark. Has this train run out of track? Hey, hey, hey. Can I outrun this rain? All faded off into the western sky, and the mountains turned to dust, and the rivers have run dry. She said, the things out in the carpool, you can sleep there if you want. It's broken down again, just clear out all the junk. need your charity. My friends all tried to warn me, but I was just too blind to see. I ride up and down this highway, and I use the next payphone, and I shake off all the dust. Do you think I didn't know? Can I outrun this rain? Can I outrun this rain? Yeah. From a broken down old soul, I can hear a voice that calls. Can you drive any faster than the tear about to fall? Hey, hey, hey. Can I outrun this rain? 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 Now, now, now. Thank you.
Clapping is allowed. So we started Blue Holiday years ago in our living room. And we had friends who had experienced the death of a loved one. And we lost our oldest son, Matthew. It's been 18 years ago, but it seems like not that long. He was just 24 years old. And we realized how much people need support and guidance and to get through the hardest of times, especially the anniversaries and the holidays. So this is the third year we've done this here at Unity Southeast, and we really appreciate Reverend Randy and the church for allowing us to do this in this beautiful space. Most of us have experienced the death of a loved one, but we all have felt loss and grief of some kind. The ending of relationships, serious illness, loneliness, maybe feeling we don't belong, having anxiety for the future. It is the human condition, and this sorrow binds us all and bonds us with each other and every other human on the planet. Money or fame cannot shield us. It is built into our mortality that we will love and suffer loss. This next song is by James Taylor, and I'm sure you will recognize it. And he wrote this song when he was only 20 years old, and it's one of his greatest hits. You'll definitely recognize it. The first verse is about a childhood friend who committed suicide. The second verse is about his struggle with drug addiction, and the third verse is about time he spent in mental institutions. So he's led a rough life. And at age 71, he still says he feels depression sometimes, but his music has kept him going. Music is healing at a cellular level, and we can listen not only with our ears, but with our entire bodies, which feel, absorb, and respond to vibration. Music therapy is an amazing thing that helps people heal from all sorts of illnesses. So during this song, if you wish, I would invite you to close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and breathe slowly and deeply, expanding the ribs and the belly and letting the music flow through you. And if the music stirs up emotions, let yourself feel it. You are safe here. It's dark. That's one of the reasons we do a candlelight service. And it may feel good to put to pat yourself or tap the center of your chest. So we have this center of electrical energy here called the heart chakra, and it really does help if you want to tap it if you're feeling deep grief or stress. The song is Fire and Rain.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. Woke up this morning and I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen lonely days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Look down upon me, Jesus. You gotta help me make a stand. Just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. Just won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind through an easy time, my back turned toward the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you one more time again. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around. Thought I'd see you, thought I'd see you, fire and rain again.
Thank you. That was beautiful. So when our son died, I felt raw. I felt vulnerable. I felt shattered. I felt broken. And sometimes my throat and my heart would hurt like they were on fire. I could feel this physical pain. They would just burn. And I knew from my past experience with death that I had to walk through the fire to heal. I had to feel it, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done. Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl said, "What is to give light must endure burning." So we used to live out in the country. We bought 15 acres of woods, and the man who lived there before us was an alcoholic whose wife had divorced him and taken the kids out of state. And in his pain, he turned to drinking and destruction. And he would sit on the deck and shoot at the trees and animals. And he would line up beer bottles and shoot them. The amount of glass on the property when we bought it was tremendous. We would put on gloves and we would pick up the jagged pieces of glass and put them in a bucket. And we'd think we were finished, and then it would rain and a new layer would move to the surface. One day I realized that it was a lot like grief. With time, you start to feel strong again, but then a memory, a longing, an emotional rain of sorts will bring the jagged feelings like glass to the surface. Grief sometimes pops up unexpectedly, and then we get to do more soul work and to clean up again and again and again, until finally the shards are an occasional sorrow to remind us of how much we loved. I don't agree with those who say it never gets better. It takes time and attention and energy, the right guides and support, and maybe these people just haven't had the right medicine. My life is more beautiful now than it ever has been, and I appreciate it all the more for the sorrows we have been through, because I never take a day for granted. Now Roan is going to perform a song called Take It With Me When I Go by Tom Waits.
Phone's off the hook. No one knows where we are. It's a long time since I drank champagne. The ocean is blue as your eyes. I'm gonna take it with me when I go. Old, long since gone. Now way back when we lived in Coney Island. There ain't no good thing ever died. I'm gonna take it with me when I go. Far, far away, a train whistle blows. Wherever you're going, wherever you've been, waving goodbye, the end of the day. You're up and you're over and you're far away. Always for you and forever yours. It felt just like the old days. We fell asleep on Beulah's porch. I'm gonna take you with me when I go. All broken down by the side of the road. I was never more alive or alone. I'd worn the faces off all the cards. I'm gonna take you with me when I go. Children are playing the end of the day. Strangers are singing on our line. There's got to be more than flesh and bone. All that you've loved is all you own.
In a land there's a town, and in that town there's a house, and in that house there's a woman, and in that woman there's a heart I love. I'm gonna take you with me when I go. I'm gonna take you with me when I go.
Thanks, Roan. That was beautiful. So my favorite line of this song that Roan just played is, "It's got to be more than flesh and bone. All that you've loved is all you own." My father, Harry Davis, was a minister and poet, and he wrote, "Though generations pass and cannot stay, and time sees city skylines even move, though new ones rise, all things shall pass away, except mankind's remembrances of love." It's all about love. Gonna keep these guys working. Next, they're gonna play a song by Pink Floyd, and this was one of our son Matt's favorite songs, so we always dedicate it to Matthew. Wish You Were Here.
Heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts? Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange the walk-on part in the war for the lead role in a cage? wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. It's how we found the same old fears. I wish you were here.
And we're going to jump into the next song, which is Keep Me in Your Heart for a While by Warren Zevon. And he knew he was dying. He had cancer. And he called at the end of his life his close musician friends, George Harrison and others, to be on his final album. And I just think this is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. Keep Me in Your Heart for a While.
Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. There's a train leaving nightly cold when all is said and done. Keep me in your heart for a while. Keep me in your heart for a while. Keep me in your heart for a while. Sometimes when you're doing the simple things around the house, maybe you'll think of me and smile. You know I'm tied to you like the buttons on your blouse. Keep me in your heart for a while. Hold me in your thoughts, take me to your dreams, touch me as I fall into. And when the winter comes, keep the fires lit, and I will be right next to you. Engine drivers headed north to Pleasant Stream. Keep me in your heart for a while. These wheels keep turning, but they're running out of steam. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Thanks, guys. So now we're going to kind of shift gears. We're going to do a guided meditation. And so start to get comfortable. Kick off your shoes if you want, take off your coat, and really settle in a little bit. This is the audience participation, or non-participation, I should say, because really all you have to do is be present. So I'd ask you to plant both your feet on the floor and sit up straight and feel your connection with the earth through your feet. So just like birds are guided by the electromagnetic currents of the earth, we sense them with our bodies, and we're electromagnetic also on a quantum physics level. So let your feet feel that energy of the earth. You can imagine it pulsing through the bottom of your feet. And you can close your eyes or soften your gaze towards the floor. And breathe slowly and deeply. With your inhale, expand the ribs and the belly. And exhale completely, letting go of any tension in your body. Inhale deeply, exhale long. I want you to think about what peace feels like. And inhale peace. Exhale any tension in your body. Think of a time when you felt great peace and connection. And remember that feeling. Inhale slowly. Pay attention to your shoulders, kind of loosen them, bring them up and drop them down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale gratitude for someone or something. Let go of any tension in your jaws, in your back, in your hands. And you can kind of scan your body as you fall into a rhythm of breathing slowly in and slowly out. Deeper and deeper. And let go of any thoughts. Thoughts are not the problem. Just be an observer of the thoughts, and as they come, pay them no heed and just let them drift away. And if you feel pain or discomfort in your body anywhere, take deep breaths, imagining the breath coming into that area of tension. And imagine the pain dissolving in water as you breathe. And gently bring yourself back to this time, this place. Nowhere else you need to be right now, nothing you need to do. In this moment, you are safe and you can let go. In this moment, you are surrounded by love, both earthly and heavenly. mind's eye, you can see yourself walking along a path on a perfect spring day. You may choose a favorite place or a new place of your imagination. And the trees are just beginning to get that gold green of their leaves. And you look around and you see flowers coming up here and there. You can feel the wind on your skin and the warmth of the sun on your face. And as you walk down this path, you see a sign that says healing ahead. And curiously, you walk on the path and you see wooden stairs that go down into a valley. And you stop at the top of the stairs and you look far into the distance. Everywhere you look, you see beauty. You see trees swaying in the wind. You see birds flying in the sky. This beautiful deep blue sky. And you look up and you see white fluffy clouds drifting slowly across the sky. As you walk down the stairs, you feel that with each step that you are getting lighter, letting go of the burden that you have carried for so long. You count the stairs as you go down. 5, and pause to notice that the air feels lighter. Next step, 4. And you feel your heart opening to the possibility of healing. 3, you release even more tension from your body. 2, you decide that it's okay to be more gentle with yourself and let go of any blame or judgment of how things should have been or should be. 1, you take a deep breath and feel relaxed and at peace. And I'm going to take you on a mystic journey. In the distance, you see a little building and you walk towards it. And as you get close, you see a sign that says, "All are welcome." You knock on the door and a beautiful older woman with long gray hair answers. She is excited to see you, and she has the kindest eyes you have ever seen. She says, "Come inside, my child. You are weary and need rest. Lie down." In the center of the room, there is a beautiful bed covered with lovely soft cloths of deep purples and blue. And you lie down and sink deeply into the bed and breathe slow and deep in and out, and inhale and exhale. She touches your shoulder and you feel a warmth spread throughout your body. And she says, "I will be your guide. Rest and heal. I know that you have felt deep sorrow and you have felt alone, but we were always by your side, sending love and energy for your benefit. Look," and she motions. And surrounding you are many faces, some familiar and some not. And without words, words, you understand that these are your ancestors, friends and loved ones who have gone on from the earth. We are all here with you, just not in physical form. You feel this sense of deep love and gratitude, and understand this deep connection we have with all those who have gone before us, and how they have a deep investment in our well-being because we carry their legacy. You breathe deep and fall into a deep, restful state. They quietly surround you, and you hear beautiful music. They surround you in a beautiful cocoon of golden light. You feel lighter and lighter, and rest and heal. You feel your heart start to expand and become lighter and more open. And you feel your body start to relax more and more as you listen to this music. You see and you feel this beautiful energy of love surrounding you. And your ancestors say, "We are here whenever you need us. Just ask and we will help guide and heal you." And in this place of deep rest, you understand and know that you have the power to heal your heart. It will be time, it will take time, but you will heal and be a better, stronger version of yourself for all that you have been through. See a version of yourself in the future where you're strong and healthy and the pain is gone, and only occasionally comes to the surface like those shards of glass after a rain. You breathe into the strength and this deep connection of love to all who have gone before and all who will come after. And you feel this deep sense of connection to the earth. And you rise and are given a final blessing. And you feel the strength of your ancestors inside you. Remember, you are not alone. You are never, ever alone. You step outside and you see it's become dark while you've been inside. And you look up at the sky and it's brilliant with stars, this beautiful dark black sky full of stars. And you think about the Inuits and their traditions of believing that the stars were lights that their ancestors were shining as they danced across the sky. And you know it's time to return to the path and head back. And you see the stairs in the moonlight. And walking up the stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a renewed feeling of strength and freedom. And you start feeling the aliveness in your body. And now it's time to come back into the room, taking this beautiful feeling of love and peace into every day, and knowing you can tap into it anytime you wish. So you can wiggle your toes and stretch a little bit. Open your eyes and come back into your body. The December that my son died, I received an unexpected package with a letter from my friend Ivy, who had lost a child. And she wrote this beautiful letter that I want to read you part of. She said, "I don't think there's been a single day my heart hasn't tried to be a light next to yours. Now the Christmas season is here with all the jolly, and I know how very, very hard it can be when one we love is newly gone to face all the ho without them. And the one thing that you really want is unattainable. I remember wishing for time to pass so my grieving year, in quotation marks, would be behind me. And it did, and it was. And yes, time helps, and it's about the only thing that does. That and knowing that there are those who are keeping the vigil candle, at least metaphorically, lit." I thought that was really beautiful. This time of year can be especially challenging because we are in darkness and the cold of winter. December 21st, today, the solstice, is the longest night of the year, and it's no coincidence that we chose this date. It's the darkest and the longest night of the year, both. But it also marks the time when the light begins to increase as each day gets a little longer and the nights get shorter. It's a gradual process of coming back to full light, just like recovering from grief. If we keep looking to the light, it will increase little by little until it is bright again. I love this time of year. People all over the earth are celebrating a connection with divine light coming into the world, whether they celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Bodhi Day, solstice, or Kwanzaa. These traditions all include candles being lit to represent this light and the light in the world that's coming in. We must be the light we wish to see in the world. We must be the light for each other. And so when you came in, did everyone get a little candle? I don't want you to turn it on yet, but if you flip it over, you'll see a black switch that slides. And we're going to talk about that and then turn it on in just a minute. But this candle represents your light. This represents the light you bring to the world. And even when you're in deep sorrow, you can reach out and help others. You can bring light to their lives. You can commiserate. You can be there for others. And this is the time of year when we really need to check on our friends who aren't doing well and keep in touch with them, because one person letting them know that they're there for them brings a light that can keep them going. And so I want you to think of something that you want to bring into the world with your light. And whenever you're ready, you can flip on your candle and you can hold it up if you would like so we can all see it. And think about what you want to bring. So we have one more song, and it applies to this topic. You'll recognize this one. I don't think I have to tell you what it is.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles return to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, here it comes. like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright.
Well, we've come to the end of our evening. I have a couple of announcements. This event is our family's gift to you. There's no charge to be here. But I wanted to invite you, if you feel drawn to do so, to make a contribution to Unity Southeast, their houseless project. Reverend Randy isn't here tonight because he's in the shelter that Unity supports that's holding, like last night, I think he said 150 people showed up to get out of the freezing cold. And so I always think when I see a homeless person on the corner about my son, about my other kids, and I think that's somebody's baby. We don't know what's happened in their lives to bring them to that spot, but I think having that love and compassion is it's just part of being human, that we know that they suffer too. And so there are baskets in the back that say give on them if you want to make a contribution to that. And then the other thing, I wanted to tell you that we have a business called Vibrant Self, and we do health classes, we do meditations, we do a lot of different things. I do private sessions with people. And we have a notebook at the back, a legal pad that's blue. It's in the foyer. And feel free, if you want, to give me your email address. I'll let you know of events coming up. Or you can check us out at Vibrant Self on Facebook, or Delight Davis, D-E-L-I-G-H-T, Davis, and contact us. So thank you again for coming. Feel free to linger. If you want to come up and say hi, you're welcome to do that. And we so much appreciate that you were here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.